Before we start, I came to a realization while in the bathroom.
I'm the best co-host you could ever ask for.
Mm. First, that's not it. Second, the realization was I could never date someone who just got one-ply toilet paper in their bathroom.
Oh, that's disgusting. Who would do that?
Like, I think if I don't care how great it was going. The day I go into your house and I was like, and I'm a bold man, I'm gonna take a shit in your house. I will. I'm gonna turn the fan on
Yeah,
though.
remember that
Use
time
some air
didn't you
freshener.
break out Ronnie's toilet?
I've never broken anyone's toilet ever in my entire life.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure there's a reason why her toilet that's downstairs always gets backed up.
Yeah, no, that's a lie, and you're spreading a false narrative. But
I'm pretty sure her kids blame that on you. You should ask them.
I don't know exactly what you're talking about, but I know in my memory, I've never clogged anyone's toilet. Close, and I was able to unplunge it before anyone found out, but I have never clogged the toilet.
Okay.
So, but all I'm saying is, yeah, like I think even if it was going great, that'd be the moment I'm just like, I don't think it's gonna work out. Why everything was so good? No, it's not good. You got one plot. I'm sorry, I can't fuck with that. Because you don't care about my comfort. And if you don't care about my comfort of my ass, how you gonna care about the comfort of my soul? Like, it's a downhill slope, everybody. Just recognize it. Recognize the signs. What's up, everybody? It's your boy Galaxy Greg, and welcome to another episode of the Bmore Nerdy Podcast. I'm your host, Galaxy Greg, and with me today is Diva XOXO.
What it is, little dummies.
And today on episode 46 of our podcast, we're going to be going through all the news because it's been about 2 weeks since we've recorded. Why haven't we recorded?
Because Greg's a socialite.
And you be ducking me, so
there's fault on both parties. For one day, my nigga.
You ducked me one day entirely, right? Then you told me the next week you was like, "Yo, we're gonna do it this day." Okay, that day come around. Yo, I'm busy.
That's not what happened.
Okay,
that's not what happened. That's not what happened. What happened? We were supposed to record on Sunday. You was like, "I'm going to brunch," and I was like, "All right, I'm off on Monday. You off on Monday. Let's record on Monday."
Then
Monday roll around. You like, I'm at dinner. First of all, Monday roll around. I said, you want to record in the morning or at night? You said, let's do it at night. I said, but let's do it in the morning. Let's do it at like 10. And you was like, nah, I don't want to do it that early. And I was like, all right, we'll do it at night. That's fine. I'm off. It don't matter.
Correction. I don't think I could do it that early. What happened? I was doing something at 10 on Monday.
I think you was like paintballing or some shit.
No, I went to brunch on Monday. On Sunday, I was not doing shit.
What was you doing at 2? You said you had to reschedule on Sunday because you were out doing something.
I thought I would still be out and I wasn't because I called you back and was like, yo, I'm free as 2. You still got time to party. You're like, well, now I'm out.
Yeah, then I went out. But that's not my fault because I thought you changed it. You changed it, my nigga. Then, where was you at? Then what happened on Monday night? This nigga was out to eat. He was still out. It was like 9 o'clock at night. And he was like, let's pod. I'm like, nigga, I got a job. I got to get up early.
You get up earlier than you, pussy.
I know, right, Kel? He ain't shit. So then, all right. So then I'm like, all right, we're going to do it Tuesday. Now this gets me into my week. So my girlfriend's here. I gave her my car. You know, she took me to work and she did all her little Christine things. Don't ask what Christine things are. I don't fucking know. She was out doing them, right? Doing Christine things. Pew, 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 pew. I'm like, all right, whatever. Love you. Bye. Have fun. This bitch. Yeah, I called her a bitch. Y'all. She gonna come get me from work at 8:30. I was at work for 12 hours.
That shit was funny because I called her at 6:30 saying, yo, you home yet? We could pause. She's like, no, Christine gonna pick me up from work. I told her after 6:30. I'm like,
No, I told her not after 6:30. I told her after 6. So I'm thinking like 6:30, at least 7. Like if she picked me up at 7, I probably wouldn't have been mad. I've been like, oh, that's on me. I should have gave her an exact time. This bitch. Oh, I'm sorry, because you know what? She want her credit. She pulled up at my job at 8:25 because she was like, it's not 8:30. Like that was her argument to my argument. It's not 8:30. Because it was 8:25. I was at work for 12 hours. Oh, I was livid. And then she was like, I was so mad because the biggest reason I was mad is because we were supposed to go to the grocery store.
Well, that bitch is closed. I don't know what groceries you thought you were getting.
Because of the hurricane. And I didn't need to get a lot of stuff, but I was like, I want to grab an extra case of water, some lunch meat, and some bread. You know, worst case scenario, the power goes out. At least we can have something to eat that's not like you got to cook it or use like power or whatever. And she was like, so I was livid. So I think you called me when we like had just gotten the house. Also, she needed a favor because she was filling out this stuff for work, so she needed me to do it because she's not that all computer savvy. Mm-hmm. So I'm trying to do that. I'm already mad at her. Greg called me like, so we pod? I'm like, yo, nigga, I don't have the energy to pod. Like, I wasn't in the right mind space. I'd have just been calling everybody bitches and hoes the entire pod. It wouldn't have been a good pod for you guys. Like, I was just so upset. Because who wants to be at work for 12 hours when you didn't plan to be? Like, all right, staying a little over. And that was the whole point. Like, I was supposed to stay over a little bit on Monday. Just a little bit. Not a whole extra, like 4 extra hours. Just so I could leave a little early on Friday and we could spend more time together with her being here and me having to work or whatever. Man, I was so mad at her. Like, I was just so mad. I said, you don't get to hold the car no more. So she got punished from the car.
LOL. That's hilarious.
Stay single, folks. It's not that great.
So that's been our week essentially. Anything else interesting happening?
Some other stuff happened. What else happened this week? She took me shopping on Monday, so that was fun, and I got a lot of stuff. Hold on, I was yawning. Sorry. I got shoes and clothes and stuff. And what else happened? We went to a nice gay club last night. That was fun. It's called South. I want to say South of the Border, and that's not it. Maybe it is. Look, Southern Border, not South of the Border. Southern Border. Mm-hmm. And one of the drag queens from RuPaul's Drag Race apparently is there like every weekend, so I got to see her, which was cool, even though she was like actually one of my least favorites. So, but whatever, I still got to see her. And we partied. I took Kill to the dog park today. That little nigga tired. That's why y'all don't hear him. Yep, tired him out before the pod because responsible podder.
Finally, it took you long enough to just finally tire that nigga out.
You know how long we have to? First of all, we have to go under the. There's too many conditions needed for us to go to the dog park. One, it has to be not sunny outside. So like we gotta go when it's cloudy. So that means we either go crack of dawn or on a day that it's like a cloudy day. 2, it can't be over 90 degrees. This nigga will die. Like he won't make it.
Like, is he immediately panting? Because we tried to take Dean out today and he immediately started panting. That was
yesterday. Because we were going to go yesterday and I was going to take him yesterday too, but then he was like immediately panting just when we went on a walk because I wanted to make him. I try to make him at least pee before we go to the dog park because I don't want him to have an accident in that car. So we walking, and this nigga is tired. I'm like, nigga, we only been walking for 2 minutes. I was like, I guess we'll go tomorrow. So we went today, and he did pretty good. But we was out there for a whole. Then we gotta stay out there until he get tired. Which, depending on how cloudy it is, it can be anywhere from 30 minutes to 2 hours. Today was an hour. Yeah, I
would see Dean out for at least half an hour to an hour and a half, depending on how he's feeling. But he usually gets like dumbass tired, like because of the heat. He gets tired in the first half an hour, even though he wants to keep playing. And then
well, it's okay. It'll change back to an hour and a half in the wintertime for you.
Yeah, it's not that bad.
Killian used to stay out for, like, I used to be like, all right, Killian, I'm fucking freezing. We're going inside. And
like, no, we just getting started. I don't know what you think.
Right, this nigga be like, I'm fast as fuck, boy. Like, and I'd be like, come on. He'd be like, I'm fast as fuck, boy. Like, just running.
That sounds like your boy.
Yeah. So that was my weekend. I'm gonna make chicken fried rice for dinner. And then I gotta go to work tomorrow. Oh, I had a one-on-one with my boss this week. I didn't get my raise, but he says I'm going in the right direction. Nigga, give me more money. You
Give
know
me
why
more
we're here.
money. I'm broke. I'm a broke bitch. Done.
So yeah.
All right,
I'm
cool.
done.
Well, that sounds like. I mean, I get my review next week. I'm terrified of it because my freaking boss freaks me out. And like I said, I don't talk about work here, so yeah. Outside of that, nothing really happened. I have been listening to another podcast lately that I wanted to talk to you about. I remember when I called you, I was like, I can't remember what I called you for. Like, I finally remembered. And it was I wanted to tell you about the Loosely Outlined podcast. It's the one with TBH and his friend Zaya J. Their dynamic is exactly like ours, and it's hilarious.
Really? Oh, you were telling me about that. And I said they wanted to be us so bad. And he was like, no, Benta.
Nobody wants to be us. People barely even know who we are.
They
But
want
it's
to
all
be
good.
us.
It's all good. Our name will be somewhere eventually.
Yeah.
But other than that,
Love us.
nothing really happened. I got to make some nice business connections, got to do some work on 21 Blackjack, a lot of fucking work. You guys need to appreciate me more. That's all I gotta say. Be putting in the fucking work.
We appreciate you a lot.
I said more. I need more.
More? You need more love? Is that your
More.
power? Is your power love and admiration? Are you a god?
If I say power and admiration to my God,
Oh, we went at the
no,
right time.
am
It's
I?
starting to thunder, which means it's going to rain here. By the way, the hurricane didn't even hit us.
Really?
Yeah.
Hmm.
But we still went grocery shopping, and we did for real grocery shopping, and she bought me a lot of groceries. Still mad at her though.
Really? Why?
She's annoying. She don't listen. Girlfriends don't listen. Didn't she hear the song? I want me a little baby that's gonna listen. I don't know the rest of the words. I just know that part because that's the important part.
It is the important part.
It's the only important part of the song. I just want me a little baby that's gonna listen.
Give me 2 seconds. I'm trying to think of all the stuff I do.
Right, you're supposed to. We have so much news.
We do have a bunch of fucking news.
I didn't go to the auxiliary meeting today. I forgot. I decided to take a nap before the podcast.
Nice. I can adjust. Fuck. I need to adjust.
I don't know what's
this.
happening, people, but this nigga's being a weirdo.
I need to adjust this. Cause I can get it shipped by the 14th, and if I can get it by the 14th, I don't have to do the thing. Yes, bitch.
Who logged into my Hulu? Find out in 2 seconds.
Why you me, baby? I hear Dean crying. He thinks we don't love him.
They know we're coming to Vegas, Greg. I'm getting Drea's emails.
Drea's? Oh. LOL. Your FBI agent been spying on you, dog?
I guess so. They know where I'm gonna be at. Oh, it was Sharice. It said Chicago. I was like, oh, that's Sharice.
Nice. And then all I gotta do is copy and paste this.
July 10th. Future's gonna be at Drea's. Won't be there July 10th.
Let's fucking go, boys.
What
Alright, I was like, nah,
let's see. We should do bottle service. Who's not a brokey? Let's see. What if we wanted to do bottle service while we was in?
All right, sorry about that. I was fulfilling this order to get my package by the 14th. Because if I can get it by the 14th, which is in a few days, do you know what that means, Benta? Hello?
How much dollars? Yeah. $7,000. That's a lot of
For a
money.
bottle service?
Well, this one is $3,000.
All right. Back
3,500.
to the pod. Sorry, I'm being unprofessional
Oh wait,
today.
there's a 2,500 one.
I'm not
$2,500.
all the bottles I'm getting included in that, or I have to buy bottles along with the bottle
Let's
service.
see.
Nigga, we can talk about this later. To the pod. Here we go. All right, so now that we've officially talked about our weeks, nothing really happened. We're boring. Oh fuck! Before I get into that, I love these fucking memes about Fast Furious 9. All of these family memes make my day. They make my fucking day. I love it.
There's so many. You're not over them yet?
Nope, I will never be over them. They are so shitty that they're funny.
They're so shitty, they're funny.
Yes. Like, I just saw one in our group text. It was the one about Sasuke, and it was like, it shows Dom holding him up when Itachi was holding him, and says, "You're weak. Why? Because you lack family." And it's funny because his family's dead.
He has created a new family with his wife, I was gonna say Katara. Wow.
His wife Sakura, who hasn't seen, or and his child, who hasn't seen since she was 12, or until she was 12.
Now. He's back now, being
sorry,
a better
you don't get to be an ancient dad for 12 years.
Being a better godfather to his being a better father to his godson Boruto than to his own daughter, making him father of the year. He's literally father of the year. He's a better father.
Piccolo, but if Piccolo had a kid.
Which makes him still a better father than Naruto. See?
That's funny as shit. All right. So, ton of news to get through. A lot has happened in these past 2 weeks. A lot I wanna break down. I want to talk about. It's just a lot. So let's get into it. Let's get through it. First thing, we're gonna start off with the sad shit that pisses me off. I'm pretty sure I'm gonna butcher her name and say it wrong, but Sha'Carri Richardson. As we all know, she failed her drug test for the Olympic Games and received a ban for 30 days in the beginning. But as this story flushed itself out more, people had hoped that she would be able to run in the 4x1. She also made a public statement in which she was saying, "Yes, I know what I did was wrong. I was stressed, but I'm going to take accountability. I knew what I did was wrong. I knew what I was doing was wrong. I knew the consequences. I'm here. Let's fix it." Cool. But now she's actually been removed from the 4x1, so she will not be running at all in this year's Olympics. So let's flesh this out, Benta. Me and you have had some conversation about this a little bit before. I want you to start. I already know my position on it.
Like, I understand everybody's like, rules are rules, but one, the rules are outdated. So that's the whole point of us talking about another reason for us to talk about the subject. The rules are outdated. She, for years, has she even said what the circumstances were, and like, I get like rules are rules, but like when you find out that your parent has passed away from a reporter, like, that's bullshit. Like, on top of having this weight on your shoulders, she's only 21 years old. It's not like granted, yes, she's an adult, but she's still young. Like, I don't know what I would do if I found out that. I'm happy they only found weed, because shit, I'd have been like, I need something stronger than this shit here. I need the strongest thing you got.
You want to know what's really funny?
Give me the cocaine.
You know what's really funny about that? If she took something stronger, it would be out of her system beforehand. Cocaine, Adderall, Oxy, all those, leave your system within 3 days. She's an athlete. She's sweating. She's drinking. It's going to leave even faster.
Right. Then the other thing is, y'all just jealous that this bitch could smoke weed and be high, be on a dampener.
Going to a public school, you realize how fast weed smokers really are. Like, everybody who ran on Polly's track team who smoked was like the fastest people.
Right. And they're on a low. Like literally she's on a so weed is a downer. Most weeds are downers rather than an upper. She's on a downer, she's still faster than you hoes. So suck her dick. But
go ahead. Finish.
But I do want to send her a lot of love and support just to know that like everybody is like, oh, how could you be so stupid? How could you ruin this for yourself? In that moment, I can honestly say that she probably was not as clear of mind as she might have wanted to be. And we need to, she's human. And I'm happy that she realizes that. And I hope that she has a support system around her to keep her up, even though in the interview where, once again, bombarded by the, by reporters, she was getting off a flight and they're like, hey, because she didn't, I think she had an idea, but she didn't know the decision had been made yet because she was in flight. So she was on a flight. There's like, how do you feel about the decision for you, of you not to run in Tokyo? And she was like, wow. Like literally her response is, wow, how'd you find me? Like, let's start there. Stop fucking following me. But she's like, me and my team knew that this may be a thing and I'll see y'all at the World Championships. So I'm happy that she's in high spirits. She seems to be in high spirits about it.
So, I'm going to say my point of view. I am a person who says rules are rules. However, like Benta said, I understand that rules are outdated. I understand that weed is not a performance-enhancing drug. I understand that it's a stupid rule in several countries as well as places have weed legal. I understand that she was in a bad place. But I also understand if I know that I have a drug test coming up for whatever job, whatever thing I'm doing, if I make the choice and decision to smoke, knowing that if I fail this drug test, I do not get the job. You've made that decision. And that's why I'm happy with the way she handled it. She didn't kick. She didn't scream. She said, you know what? I did that. I knew the consequences. Sure, it's bullshit. But guess what? Let's move forward. That's accountability. And everybody in the beginning was mad and didn't want... I'm not going to say they didn't want her to take accountability, but they didn't want to take accountability themselves. Understand that someone did something. If you do something wrong, there are consequences to doing something wrong. Period, point blank. Whether it's bullshit or not, if you know the margins of error you have to exist in, then you know where you have to lie. At least until after the Olympics are over. So
I agree with that to a point, because we can go back and start to look at some of our other Olympic stars who have gotten away with their drug use and bad behavior and got, a slap on the wrist. Where
I wanted to talk about that as well.
Okay.
All right, so
I don't disagree with any point that you have made.
So that's the thing. Like, I hate the whole situation. And Jordan says I have a problem with this. I state not a lot of opinions I don't believe in, but people aren't usually able to pinpoint where my head is. I don't like that she can't run. I think it's bullshit she can't run. I think she should be able to run. I think weed being illegal is fucking stupid, considering it has not only medicinal properties, but socioeconomic properties that'll help fund a lot of things outside of weed itself, with just the tax dollars alone, let alone the sales. But that's a different conversation for a different day. But what I also did, like, I was also reading, watching stuff, and me and my sister have been into swimming. We have been watching Michael Phelps since we were little. We've known all about the things this man did, the stupid decisions, the swimming, all that shit. Because we're swimmers. We watched that guy. We wanted to see him up. And to hear that a swimmer was going to be the greatest Olympian ever.
From Maryland.
The most celebrated. Yeah, from Maryland too. So we got to rep our set. But to hear that a swimmer's ready to be the most decorated Olympian, which makes him the greatest Olympian, is, that's crazy. That's wild to us, especially in our sport. So I think it was in 2018, 2016, when he was smoking weed after the Olympics, it was like, damn, that's crazy. Because I was graduating high school. Benta was in college. So it was like, we both been exposed to what we know how it is. Like, damn, that's crazy. I don't think it should be illegal, but it's crazy that you did something stupid and got caught up like that, man. You shouldn't have people that's going to be in your corner taking pictures and exposing you like that, bro.
Yep.
But with that being said, we all understood the consequences. And I'm glad that this situation was fair for her. She only got a 30-day ban. It was from like June 27th to July 27th or 23rd, something like that.
I don't disagree that her punishment was fair. Like 30 days, that's fair.
Out of my system. Boom. I'm good.
Right. It's out of my system. That's fair. I could possibly still run, but I just feel like, I don't know. I feel like if some people didn't say anything, like, hey, this seems a little like the reason why, like, hey, this is being made a big deal. This seems unfair. Like that it would have been um, a worse thing.
No, I think I'm so glad that we have media the way we do, because a lot of situations like that where it's like, damn, what would this have been if someone didn't speak up, if someone didn't say something, if we didn't know? Because in all reality, if nothing was said, I'm positive that she would have got a bullshit ass sentencing because of a bullshit following. Like, all right, you're just banned from the Olympics. Fuck you.
Yep.
So with that being said, I'm glad that people are covering it. I'm glad that people are following it. I'm glad this is making people pay attention to something other than bullshit reality TV. In all honesty, I'm glad that this makes people speak up and use their voice, because I'm telling you, people, your voice, it has power. No matter how much you think it doesn't, your voice has power, and when it's going in conjunction with other voices, it just amplifies.
Yep.
So, another bullshit thing I wanted to talk about with the Olympics. There's 3 bullshit things with the Olympics. That was thing number 1. Big story right now. Yeah. Thing number 2. 3 women have been banned from the Olympics. Christine sorry if I fuck up your names. Mboma, Beatrice Mazilingi, and Caster Semenya. All 3 of those women.
This is the real bullshit.
Yeah, all 3 of those women have higher levels of testosterone than most other women, which is, I would assume, is a genetic adaptation of their own. So they have been deemed ineligible to participate in the Tokyo Olympics and have been banned from the Olympics. This is unfair. And I took a screenshot of a picture just explaining, like, once again, I'm gonna bring up Michael Phelps, because swimmers are amazing, but no. Because Michael Phelps is a literal freak of nature. He's like, humans evolve over time, so genetic adaptations make us stronger, and more babies have it, whatever. He is a literal freak of nature. Let me tell you all the things that Michael Phelps has. Michael Phelps has naturally has a vast and disproportionate wingspan. He's double jointed in his ankles and elbows, and he has a higher lung capacity than most people, that he also trained up even higher by training in Colorado, which has, is higher altitude. And then he also produces half the lactic acid that most people produce. So his muscles experience fatigue significantly slower.
So let's explain why some of this is important to swimming. So if you're a swimmer, flexibility is really important. It's actually one of the things that when you get to college, they push more than in your earlier career, learning how to be flexible. Being able to, I met the first Black woman Olympic gold winner, and she can literally flex her, like from a seated position, flex her ankles all the way back. And she was like, this helps with like all of my kicks and all of my strokes, because it gives me just that little oomph of power and just having that much more flexibility. So just being able to have a little bit more flexibility in your joints can go a very, very long way. You already can understand why breathing is important, but what you may not know is when you swim and when you breathe, you're making yourself slower, because you're reducing your not agility, your momentum and your aerodynamics, because when your head is down, you're more aerodynamic than if you have to like literally in the motion of turning it. Like you're slowing down your momentum. So the less air you have to take in, the better.
There's specific trainings for that too. Like Benta had this device. It looks like a snorkel, but it actually restricts your breathing more. And you have to learn to just swim with that and work with it. Yep. And it's the fact that his body just, and if you don't know, lactic acid buildup is basically, to put it in the simplest term, fermentation of the muscles. So the longer your muscles are going up without fresh oxygen, they start to build up this fluid known as lactic acid. That's what that burning sensation is that eventually makes your muscles give out. Since he doesn't produce as much, he can technically already keep his head under the water for twice as long as the average swimmer.
Yep.
off the rip, and then along with his special trainings.
And that means his body recovery time after practice as well is shorter, because lactic acid buildup can hurt you sometimes less that day and more so your next day practice. And if you build up on that the next day, so it's like you end up needing probably like a day off. And which of course, most people do is take a day off to let their body just literally recover from the practices and then do it all over again. He needs less of that.
So more training, less damage, longer ability to stand like. But the thing is, he was always revered as genetically gifted, born to swim.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
But these women are literally looked at like, nah, fuck that. They just, you cannot pick and choose when someone's built different. And this also brings up a conversation that'll probably happen later after I get my thoughts together. But what is the cap on testosterone level? Because eventually, I'm not saying that, you know, most women will have a cap eventually, and it won't get anywhere near someone who's trans or someone who's a natural born male. However, you know, that's a different conversation. That's something to think about.
You can say it's a different conversation, but I know that I naturally produce more testosterone than most females. And that's why when I was younger, working out helped with it, because it helped release a lot of it. And it helped me not have such manly features because I'm like basically using it. I'm using that hormone.
Yeah, she got swole ass arms. Don't mess with her. She'll beat you up. She'll bully.
They are still kind of swole, even though like I haven't worked out in years. But it also causes me to grow a little beardy thingy on the corner side. I could get like, if I let it grow, I could have like a cute beard.
She could grow a beard. How you gonna have a beard and titties? That's weird, yo. You can't be out here like that.
It is, but
or can you?
Someone likes it.
Christine likes it. That's what matters.
No, she doesn't. That's why I don't shave it. I get it waxed. But whatever.
I want to get tough.
I get it waxed. Yeah. But I want to get my downstairs waxed, but I'm too pussy to do it.
I say she's pussy.
But anyway.
Stop being pussy. But that's the second thing. And now the thing that we gonna hate the most. Did you know, Benta or Diva?
Not the caps. You're gonna talk about the swim caps, aren't you?
Yeah.
Oh,
the Tokyo Olympics have officially banned Afro swim caps. If you don't know, in swimming, like Benta said, aerodynamics. Your hair holds weight. Now, the amount of time it's going to slow you down by is only a fraction of a second, but Michael Phelps won.
If you have hair like this.
Oh yeah, ours will slow you down by a solid second. But Michael Phelps won by, what was it, the length of a fingernail in the year he got all 8 medals? Yeah. Mm-hmm. So that time is important. Most male swimmers end up shaving their head and then also wearing a cap on top of their shaved head. So, for women, especially black women, their hair is very thick, coarse, and retains a lot of water. Those regular swim caps do not stretch enough. They pop. They do not work well.
Oh my gosh, I cannot tell you how many swim caps I've popped. I cannot tell you, like literally, and it's funny because like so swim for Howard. Howard swim, like it was a thing for us to have extra caps. And you have to double cap. Most girls have to double cap. Because
anybody with long hair has to double cap.
Isn't going to do it. And I'm not saying like, oh, long hair, I have braids in, because sometimes we did swim with braids in, which disadvantage there. But I'm talking long hair, like my natural hair is just long and thick. Double capping. And literally you would just go, put one on, pop, which is the worst feeling ever, because if you're the one putting the cap on, it pops you.
It you hurts have to too. Go. That shit hurt. You be in a rush.
And it hurt so bad. But then shout out to your coach, because of course they always had extra caps. Not because, oh, you lost your cap. No, because I have to have an extra, like he has to have extra caps because they would pop.
In all honesty, you're going to get about 4 or 5 good meets out of one cap as a black person. Like a regular ass cap. After that, it's just too stretched out and like it just pops or has a hole in it and it's just letting in too much water to where it's literally not helping.
Literally at practice, you could just like play with the water in your cap because your practice cap would just be like all water.
So fucking worn out.
and it's crazy to me because yes, silicone caps are great, but
they slide too much.
right, if you take care of your hair as a black girl, they slide too much. They're just going to slide because before, and maybe white girls, you should do this too. I don't know how conditioner works with your hair. I cannot speak for you. But I know a lot of black swimmers, before we put our cap on, a lot of us put conditioner in our hair. Then, one, save it from damage from the pool, and two, so the cap isn't pulling our hair out when we take it off. Because before that, there was plenty of times where it's just like little pieces of hair in my cap because it just like, gets ripped out.
No, I experienced that when I was growing my hair out, and I first started like having a fro. Like Coach Kim was like, all right, so you guys start swimming with a cap now. Like at practice, you don't have to wear one, but at meets, you gotta wear one because you're losing time. Like, all right, bet, not an issue, but it, taking a cap off after an event is the worst slap in the face, especially after you gain time. So you gain time, you ain't got no condition on your shit, so your hair get pulled out. You like, fuck, you be so mad. I was so mad.
If you don't get it on the first pull, because if you don't get it on the first pull, it just pops right back down at you. You're just like, fuck. Thank you. I know, I suck. I suck at everything. I can't swim fast nor take a cap off. Thank you.
I thought I did so well. I looked at that time. I gained like 5 whole seconds. Coach was like, what happened? I'm like, I have no clue. I thought I was moving. He was like, oh, for real? I'm like, yes, I'm confused. So, he was like, you were ahead the whole time. I don't know how you gained time. I'm like, I don't either. Maybe the clock broke. I don't know.
Race.
Huh?
Because you didn't have anybody to race. That's the worst.
Yeah, but I was tired during the end of the race. Like I was physically felt like I was exerting myself, but apparently I wasn't. I don't know.
So it's just pure racism. They just don't want us to be great. But here's the problem.
How can we get the blacks to stop winning these goddamn medals?
Here's the problem with y'all's theories, people of the world. You guys genetically engineered blacks to be better, faster, stronger. And now that we are better, faster, stronger, y'all don't want us to be better, faster, stronger. Sorry, not sorry. Y'all found the best people. Y'all said, hey, we're going to make you stronger and make, your strongest males with your strongest females. And then when we got free, you're like, oh, sorry about that. But, you still can't be great. But it's like you literally made me physically great. And to be real, I could have sex right now and have a baby with the most quote unquote genetically inept, we're just saying, quote, black male on this planet. And my kid would still be more genetically inept than all of your children. So fuck off. How about that?
Wow. A lot of hate in those words there, buddy.
I'm sorry. They just hate us so much. It's hard to fight hate with hate, but I can do a rant and then educate later.
I hate the fact that my dog just doesn't respect privacy. I pay the bills, but this nigga will kick a door in so fast. Hey, what you doing in there? You doing something?
Picture him sleeping with his toys. You better not be fucking in there.
Man, if I let him just roam around while I was having sex, he would probably kick the door in mid-sex. Hey, what's going on in here? Having fun? Sound like fun. Without me. And I'd be like, yo, can you leave? No, I can't leave. Then he gets bored and walks out.
He's like, this isn't fun.
Yeah. So, here's a fun one. OnlyFans is planning on removing adult content after they are able to find enough investors to get themselves a couple $1 billion so that they can, stop taking funds for adult content. Because it's their highest paid thing on there right now, so. I do not like that. Only because...
I don't like that.
I only don't like it. So look, I want to say... Throughout this podcast, I have had a very mixed relationship with OnlyFans. Only because it's like, damn, I'm mad at the come up, but I respect the come up. It's like, damn, y'all making money off of just bouncing around, showing titties and toes? Crazy. I wish I could get a bag off of showing my titties and toes. But then it's like, you know what? Respect it.
Showing my titties and toes.
Like, yeah, I'm like, I respect it. But the thing is, it's like, I get that you're trying to make your site more wholesome. And I mean, porn stars and all these OnlyFans stars are just going to find another place to go. They have fans. They're going to pay. They're going to have somewhere. So I'm not too worried about it. However, I just find it hilarious that some of these people aren't gonna catch the way that. So not all the OnlyFans stars are really like true porn stars. They just some girls who don't have any specific skill and have a nice body or can suck dick really good and said, "All right, let's do this," and did it. Now they got bread. To the ones that aren't technologically savvy or looking to continue doing this in a specific manner, of which they would have to wait until the next big thing comes along, I'm gonna feel bad for them because their life about to change. You go from making almost $200K a year from doing nothing but fucking, what you gonna do anyway, and showing some titty, and then just unloading the archives every now and again, to making nothing, especially on the budgets they be going on shit with. I feel bad for some of them. Like, it's gonna be a shell shock situation until the next big thing come along and they sign up and be like, "Yo, all my fans come here," and you lost like 2/3 of your fans.
Yep. It sucks for them because it's like now you have to like you put in all this work regardless of what the work is, building this platform, building your fan base, putting out consistent content. Shit, like at least these bitches are doing their content consistently. And now it's like, pussy. Hey, we're gonna steal your platform. So hopefully they find something. Maybe they can.
Well, to be fair, it's like, I'm not gonna make that joke. It's taking it back, if anything, because OnlyFans, if you didn't know, it was a site for people who are basically like doing master classes and teaching people.
Yeah, it wasn't just that. It was basically like a Patreon setup for artists.
Yeah. But that's the thing. Yeah, I know. Someone who was in porn was like, this is an excellent way for me to make some fucking money. And then everybody did it. And I'm like, damn, I respect the hustle. I do. Y'all hustling. And what's crazy is I know hella people with OnlyFans accounts now. A lot of people. Congrats to y'all on y'all grind, because some of them making money. Like bread. So shout out to y'all. Hello?
I want to get juiced.
LOL. You know anybody with an OnlyFans account?
I do. I know a few people. I don't support them because I'm a brokey.
Oh, so if you could support your friends, you would?
Yeah.
I'm gonna give you $10. Figure it out on your OnlyFans account.
Or I'll just give it back to my brother. I'll give some subs.
Yeah, see? That's true respect. I gave a 10 for the OnlyFans. Not for her OnlyFans, for her to throw it at someone else, because I know someone gonna try and flip that on me. And she said, "I'm gonna give it back to my brother's Twitch." Ain't that some love? Oh my god! And that's where my I didn't like. I'm not gonna lie. I didn't like OnlyFans at first just because it seemed like too easy of a way to get money for niggas paying for it. But I'm like, niggas been paying for porn since the beginning of time, since forever. And I want people to pay me to watch me play video games. At least with someone else, you can get a nut off. If you're getting a nut off to me playing video games, I am truly disturbed and worried, but do you? Touch some grass. But, no, for those who are like doing it, shout out to y'all. Good on you. Make your fucking bread.
Right. Now you need to, this is a warning though to all our OnlyFans people. It's time to do out your last burst. Like, super special you're going out of business sale.
Or you could just make a website. Also, I was gonna say, when I was saying people have been paying for porn, nigga, I paid for porn once. So I was like, I cannot be mad at shit. And the one time I paid for porn, it was like 3 times actually, is every time Brazzers has one of them sales, 3 months for $1. Nigga, take it. Give me that $1 for 3 months. And then I always cancel the subscription because I'm not paying for that.
No.
I remember once I forgot about it. And I saw $60 come out of my account. I had $100, so when I had $40, I was like, "Oh, what the fuck?" This bitch said some random shit, and I called the number, and it was like, "Oh, that means you probably have one of our subscriptions." I'm like, "What do you guys have subscriptions for?" They said a list of subscriptions for a bunch of random shit, and then they said Brazzers. I'm like, "You didn't think to say that one first? The porn, not the auto parts shit, not the arts and craft shit, but you said porn last, my nigga? Come on." Like, yeah, cancel that shit. They're like, "All right, you'll see your money in your account." I'm like, "Thank you. Appreciate it." Where do you keep going?
And to me, like, that happened with me. It's like, I forgot what I did, but it was like a credit thing. And I was like, why would I want to pay for credit monitoring? Like, I could get it for free. She's like, "But you get all these perks." And I'm like, I'm not using none of those perks.
It would be great if I used them. So, in conclusion, shout out to all the OnlyFans stars, but start looking into other ways to get your content out. If you serious about it, and this is how you make your money, and this is how you're gonna live your life, then I suggest you don't have to take it. It's a suggestion. Start up a website. You got the bread to travel and meet all these people and go to these expensive places. Pay someone $200 to set you up a website. That's it. That's all you have to do. Easy peasy lemon squeezy. Other than that, I don't know. But good luck to y'all in y'all endeavors. I seriously mean that.
RIP OnlyFans.
Huh?
So, I said RIP OnlyFans, as we know it.
It says they're thinking about it and planning to do it, so it's no guarantee it's gonna happen. And
I don't know.
To the site itself,
they're really making. They make a lot of money off of these girls, and not in the sense of like, oh, they make money from like people coming to the site and stuff like that. No, like
subscriptions, nigga.
They take. Right, no, but the cut that the website takes, they making a lot of money.
Yo, this past year, they've made several $1 million. When Bad Baby, it was Bad Baby. What was that chick we talked about once who scammed all those dudes for like exclusive pictures, but it was just one of her lingerie shoots. And it was someone else who did the same thing too. Another like 18-year-old star who just crossed over to 18, and all those people made them several $1 million in the same fucking day that they started an account. So you guys have gotten rich off these people. Sure, the weirdos who wanted Bad Baby, but like day one, that's fucking creepy as fuck, bro. Can't get over that.
So gross. She's not even that cute. Let's start there.
Nah. But moving forward, it's like knowing that it's, I don't know. It's like the rich people must know something I don't, because I see that as money. And if y'all turn my site into a porn site, fuck it. I guess we a porn site now.
Not fuck it. I guess we're a porn site now.
Oh my goodness.
I mean, but really, like, let me tell y'all, if we came out with a site and it was like, yeah, porn, I'd have been like, all right, bet. Money.
We come out with the 21 Blackjack, and then people just uploading their fan art, hella porn.
And all I'm posting your fan art.
I guess this is what 21 Blackjack. Fan art. All right. Spotify is creating a competitor Clubhouse called Greenville. No, called Green Room. Yeah, called Green Room. Hello.
What?
Spotify is creating a competitor to Clubhouse called Green Room. It's supposed to operate damn near exactly the same as Clubhouse.
But Clubhouse is on the down now because it lost its exclusivity, which was the reason why it was coming up. And because they didn't keep it exclusive and people just kept going on, everybody got a fucking Clubhouse now.
I mean, yeah, and that's literally, it's because it got overly saturated that it just became some bullshit. Because in the end, when it was starting out and it still had that, slight exclusivity, like when I got in and a few other my friends got in, like it was still exclusive. Like I had a couple people there, could listen to some rich people talk and drop some gems. But then it just literally became sex workers talking about sex work, moaning, who you gonna hook up with in this chat, throat babies. Like that's all you see now, and it's useless. It's
Yep.
Damn, who would have thought sex would have killed off a whole thing?
It's funny how sex made one platform,
one thing amazing, and then killed another. Sex kills. Catholic school's been trying to tell y'all.
It has pros and cons. It can make you great, or it can make you a shit show.
But I think it's just that oversaturation, because so a lot of the podcasters.
But that was the point of Clubhouse. It was supposed to be an exclusive thing. Like, yes, it's supposed to give you access to some artists in a different way that you would never have, and some, moguls and stuff. But it lost its exclusivity when everybody was able to have it. And maybe if they kept it, let's say, free to artists, but maybe like the regular deglers, after a certain amount of people had to pay for it to keep that, right? To keep that exclusivity. And maybe that
you had to pay to talk to that. Pay to get in certain rooms,
people, right?
You pay premium, like Clubhouse Premium. You get to go into rooms like your Joe Buddens, your Kevin Harts. You get to go into famous people rooms and like different tier levels of people. So it's a little bit more exclusive. You don't get as many gems, but they didn't do that. They didn't capitalize on what they had, and it flopped. But just moving forward with that, it's like, I don't know. It's it had potential, but it's just the fact that all these fake famous people were getting in there. You know, your OnlyFans stars, your fake YouTubers, your new Twitch streamers, everyone coming in, or your I'm famous on Twitter people. Like when that comes into these big conversations, and you just have people literally going, "Yeah, I do this. What? So what?" We're talking about how to get a business loan. Yeah, but I be doing business, you feel me? So I thought it was important for me to come up here and just talk
It
about
wasn't.
myself. Like when you got shit like that happening everywhere, it kind of turns people off. Like, okay.
It does. Hey, episode 43. What the fuck were we talking about?
I don't know.
Was that the episode with all three of us or the episode before that?
I don't know.
I don't know what you send me.
Trying to type in 43.
I got episode 43 now. I'm about to release it.
Oh, wow. News. Nor sad news. Damn, this is a whole lot of sad news. Bill Cosby's
happy pod.
Bill Cosby's ruling was overturned last week and he's been released.
Yes, it was.
That kind of made me sad.
It did, because it just says, like, if you have enough money, you can get away with anything, which fucking sucks, because what about these girls who he hurt and abused for literal years? Like, it's sad to think, like, people can't, like, if something happens to you that is so traumatic, and then, you finally build up the courage to come out about it, and then people already are like, no, you're a liar, blah, 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 could never. And then when you finally are getting some type of justice for it, it gets thrown out on some bullshit, It's hard and it sucks. And then then you have, and I don't know, I feel a way about Felicia Rashad. Because it's like, I get that she knows him on a different type of level and you never want to believe that of your friend, but it's really insensitive to be like, yeah, right, a wrong was righted when it kind of wasn't. Like, your friend just got out of jail. It's like that thing where people be like, free my mans, and you be like,
what'd he do? He only murdered a whole family and shot up a club. Keep that nigga locked up.
Keep that nigga.
No, that's real. Because I know a lot of people have been a lot of free my mans type ass people. And when they tell me what they did, I'm like, you only saying free my mans because you cool with them, but let this have been something happening in your family. You want that nigga dead. So keep the same energy. I know that's your mans, but if he does, like I said earlier in the conversation, you do something wrong, there are consequences. Nobody gets off scot-free, and that's the way the world works. Sorry, not sorry. Know the consequences of your actions before you decide to do something. Always. Next thing. Lovecraft Country is not getting a season 2.
Okay, hold on. I gotta send this text and then we can cry about this because fuck, I wanted a season 2. But
one second. Fuck. I didn't watch it, so now I'm not going to watch it.
Okay. So, oh yeah, it got uploaded successfully. Perfect. So, Lovecraft Country is really good. You can still watch it and you don't need to see, like, it didn't end with like a real cliffhanger where you felt like you weren't gonna get like you didn't get what you need. But it was so good because it was different. It wasn't your typical woe is me Black show or whatever. It was very it was different because it was like a sci-fi like Black show, and like everything came together and connected, and you got how everything connected, which was great. And it just did something that a lot of like we don't get to do in our culture, and explored some things we don't get to really explore, while still exploring like stuff like Jim Crow and racism and disproportionates of opportunities for Blacks. Still attacked all of those things, but got to do like the sci-fi, like ghost haunting stuff and vampires and stuff like that. So it got to like and witches, and so it got to explore like these topics that we talk about all the time in a fun and different way. Like, did you watch I think it was Yasuke?
Yusuke?
Yusuke, yeah, on Netflix, where it was nice to see like a black Japanese
No, I
samurai.
want to so bad. And that, that's based on a true story, right?
I didn't know that, but you should watch it because even though it's about a black samurai, it still explores the idea of how in their culture they would never accept him because he was black, but that wasn't always the main focus. Like, I mean, of course it's like a big part of it because it's who he is, but it still was still a fantastical show about like magicians and magic and samurais and all this stuff, and feudal Japan, which was cool. Like, it was all stuff we never get to experience, like, for us. And like, if we do watch it, it's all like, white people and stuff, which is cool. Like, it's fine, but like, we want to experience, like, we want to see, like, representation matters. That's the biggest way to say it. And I think season 2 would have been really cool because you could explore how everything that they went through in season 1 has now affected them. And it's kind of like how we're going to do 21 Blackjack, where yes, it's a definite ending, but it's also not. Like, we could go ahead and say, all right, like, we've been introduced to and this is not 21 Blackjack. This is for, because I'm not doing any spoilers. This is not for 21 Blackjack, but this is for Lovecraft Country. We've been introduced to this cult, and are they going to come back and seek revenge on us? Do we need to learn, more magic and stuff like that to protect ourselves? Or are we going to be okay? Are we always going to be looking over our shoulder? So it's like stuff like that, which again, it's just so like, it was really, really good. And it was just different. It was that, and that's the best way to describe it. It was different. And that's what made it so good. Like, the first 2 episodes, and I think I talked about it on the pod, and I never came back to talk about it. The first 2 episodes, I was hooked. Like, I literally watched them like back to back. The 3rd episode threw me because it was different, like in pacing and in style and in type. But then, like, you understood, I think it was the 4th episode or maybe the 5th episode, how what happened in episode 3 applied to literally everything, and it was all brought full circle. So I think that was the other part that I liked about it a lot. There was a lot of mystery and a lot of like you solving things, and once you like solve things, you're like, oh shit, we learned about this in episode 2. Fuck, like, and that great thing that you get from shows where it's like, damn, like, oh, I forgot about that. Oh, that was great. It's like that. And I'm sad we're not going to get a season 2, especially because all of the actors who are in it, and shout outs to them because they're now all doing bigger and better things, which is great because one of the sisters who was in it, who was a main character, she's playing in Loki, and she's doing a great job in that. And I've seen her in a couple other things since then, since Lovecraft Country has premiered. And then the guy who plays the main character will be the villain of the Spideyverse, and he'll be playing one of the timekeepers who we get introduced to in Loki. So it's just so good. Also,
nice. Okay, well, that all being said, I'm probably still not gonna watch it, only because I don't like it when I know shows were supposed to get season 2 and then don't, because like, to me, it leaves me thinking, damn, there could have been so much more. Especially because you guys talk about this show with such like high hopes and stuff. It's like, damn, well, why would I want to do this? So, with that being said, we're gonna move to the next one, and this is some good news. A Louisiana teen becomes the first African American, and it's a girl, to win the National Spelling Bee.
Congratulations, because I still can't spell maintenance on a good day.
I can't spell a lot of things. My degree was in math. You niggas don't talk to me about spelling or grammar until you can do differential equations, so suck my dick sideways.
What he said. I can do differential equations.
It's a pain in the ass. It's a derivative's derivative.
Yep. You know what my favorite kind of derivative is? Antiderivatives. I love those.
Working backwards is so much easier than working fucking forwards.
It isn't, but that's the fun part.
Then my last news point, me and Joy watched Monsters at Work, the Monsters Inc. show, and it's very good. It's actually really good.
Yay.
This takes place directly after the events of Monsters Inc. So y'all remember Monsters Inc.
We thought that was gonna be what what Monsters University was going to be, but it wasn't.
Yeah. So fun fact. So this one, right? Mm-hmm. This show takes place directly after Monsters Inc., right? So we know that the dude got arrested and fired. The CEO of the company, Monsters Inc., got arrested and fired.
Yes.
The events of Monsters Inc. happened on a weekend. One weekend. And their entire lives was flipped on its fucking noggin. Let's just run through that, right? Because it starts you off.
Weekend. Huh? Because literally but if you think of the movie was like a weekend. They got Boo like on a Friday night or some shit like that. Tried to take her
late back. Friday night. They figured all this shit out by Sunday. Monday, they're in work. Like, all right, you guys are president now. Fuck.
I can't wait to start it.
But the thing is, the show isn't following Mike and Sully. It's following a new character. His name's Tyler Tuskman.
I saw he's the purple guy with the horns, right?
Yes, and he's actually a better scarer, or he broke Sully's record in the scare machine and all that, right?
Oh.
So
now he has to be fun.
Fun fact, he gets his letter to join Monsters Inc. on Friday.
I can't wait to start. Don't tell me anymore. I'm starting it right after the pod.
That's just the funny little humor that comes to it. Like, this nigga was so pumped to go to work. That shit was hilarious.
Oh, I have to fuss at TJ. I know he's gonna listen to the pod, so I'm gonna fuss at him on the pod and in person. So
what are you fussing at him for?
In the group chat, I said, "Hey guys, which should I start first? Doom Patrol or Titans?" Greg says Titans. TJ says Doom Patrol. I'm like, okay, guys, I need convince me. Greg says nothing. Let me put that out there before y'all understand.
I didn't say shit. I'm not gonna hold you.
Greg didn't say anything. TJ's like, oh, they got a gay city. They got all this and this and that, and all these character developments are great, blah, blah, blah. I'm like, all right, Doom Patrol it is. Greg goes, why the fuck are you watching Doom Patrol and not Titans?
Yo, Robin smashes. The thing we all wanted.
He told me that after I had already picked Doom Patrol. He told me that the next day. Like, Robin smashes. Like, I was like, oh, that'd have been worth it.
I'm like, bruh, I don't think you're topping that. Fuck Doom Patrol. This nigga gets some butt.
Here's my thing. It was great. It's so great. I will say, Greg, you should watch it. You should definitely put it on your to-do list. But I have a slight disappointment that he did not warn me about. So because of COVID, they did not finish filming the last episode of season 2. So season 2 ends on a fucking cliffhanger.
Can I get a goddamn?
Because I'm watching, I'm like, okay.
Pause. Wasn't Beast Boy a part of the Doom Patrol, though?
No, his group was something different, I thought.
I swear it was the Doom Patrol.
I know Cyborg's in it, so that's cool. Is Cyborg in Teen Titans? Is that why he's not in Teen Titans?
No, he's not in Teen Titans.
That would answer a lot of questions. Because I was like, how's this actor doing both shows? This man is tired. But got it. So, okay. Like when I say I'm so mad about this cliffhanger though, because I'm like watching, I'm like 9 episodes. First of all, 9's a weird number. Then 2, I'm like, but I feel like the way this episode is pacing, either it's 2 hours long or I got another episode. And then it ended and I said, fuck. I went to Google and it was like, yeah, episode 10, they never finished. They just figured they could end on 9 because they had to. They didn't have a choice.
Hey, you just got cucked.
I did, but because I started watching later, to all the fans, season 3 starts in September, so I don't have that long to wait. So I was like, okay, I can wait till fall.
Okay. All right, but that's all the real news points I've had.
I think I
That
have
shit.
points.
Go ahead. I'm waiting.
Okay, wait. I gotta think. Okay, yes. So we talked about the building in Miami, right?
Mm-hmm.
So here's an update for all our listeners. They won after 4 days. They had still 99 people to find, so they
Mm-hmm.
decided to destroy the other half of the tower.
Mm-hmm.
So they demolished the other half. In doing that, they were able to, because having the other half of the tower made it harder to dig everyone out. But in doing that, they 1 second, I need to click save. In doing that, they only found 4 more bodies. So, problems detected with the following field submitted. I just wanted you to save as a draft. Oh, I need to put a title. So this means that they're probably, I mean, even though it's, of course, after probably around day 4, they decided it was no longer a rescue mission. This was just a finding of bodies. But that being said, it does mean that anybody else they find most likely will be deceased. So they're going to
Yeah.
continue to dig through the rubble, but they were hit pretty hard by the hurricane as well, which also slowed down some of them, like some of the success of finding the bodies. But yeah, it's not looking good. And from reports, they said that the building has been, so basically the garage has been flooding, and nobody knows how the water gets in, and nobody knew how the water gets out for probably about 10 years or 20 years or something like that now. And the manager, first of all, the building was supposed to be inspected like sometime this month. First, like inspection. That was one. But they asked that they had the building inspected probably sooner, and it got inspected for something. And they said it was like $7 million worth of damage.
God damn.
Yeah, and so they didn't condemn the building for whatever reason. I guess they put in like little patchwork repairs, and they thought that would have been enough. And the pool was inspected, I think maybe like a week or so before the fall happened. But they said that the pool, though it was inspected, what happened? Oh, that the pool itself passed its inspection. The building hadn't been inspected yet. So the knowing that the building had this major leak in it, and then they were pile driving on the site next to it, is probably like the combination of factors that made the building fall.
Damn, that's actually kind of fucking crazy.
Yeah,
and very saddening.
It's not one thing. I mean, granted, we can see what the major thing is, but it was like a combination of things that led to this. And these are condos, so let's remember that the building management doesn't, like, people owned these units. Like, this was people's investments that are now gone, and people's families who are now gone. Like, there's people's families who are now gone, but because the rest of the building had to go down as well, people's investments as well. So, yeah.
Yo, why you had to end us on such a sad ass note? Like, bruh.
Because
all this death.
I know, but it's so relative because we both work in this industry. Like, I literally design condos and apartments, and you don't build them because you're medical side, but still, like, you're on the site and stuff, and this is very relevant to what we do on a daily. So it's important to talk about.
These are the facts. They are the facts. These are the facts. Facts.
Yeah. Oh, do we want to end on something happy?
Dean just got a bath.
Killian turned 2. Oh.
Killian turned 2?
Yeah. His birthday's July 7th.
Happy birthday, Killian.
Yes, he's a 2-year-old baby now. And I think he's really ready to fuck things because he's been fucking things.
He's been fucking things.
He's tried to like when I was on my period, he was really humpy. Chris is on hers. He's been really humpy. Like, he's like ready to go. So I need to find a breeder. So if you're in the Florida area and you're looking for a handsome, full, full bred. What's it called? It's not called full bred. That's not the word, is it?
Purebred husky.
Yeah, purebred Siberian husky. I have one here. He has blue and green eyes, and he's red. Technically, I mean, he looks brown, but he can produce red. He can produce peeables, which is basically when they have spots. His dad has spots. His mom is all white, both purebreds themselves. His dad is red and white. His mom is all white, and then he came out brownish red and white. So yeah, come down today to Ventus Killian Fuckhouse.
Whoa, wait a minute. Yes, breeding is prostitution.
Well, legal prostitution here.
It
Sexy
is legal,
babies.
actually. Hella legal.
And I only want a stud fee and maybe a puppy if a friend asks for it, but they'll pay for the puppy. I just want to be able to give a friend a puppy for them to pay you for. Yeah. Maybe I'll take a puppy. I'll get another boy. Killian has somebody to play with.
LOL.
I think he wants to play with his kid.
Huh?
He won't hump his kid, right?
No, he will for dominance.
I don't care.
He has to show him who's the boss.
I'm the boss.
I guess you have to hump him.
I'm not humping a dog.
You set yourself up for that one, buddy.
I did. That's disgusting.
It's the way of the dog.
All right.
All right. That's all the news I have.
Oh, wait. One more thing. Nancy's coming to visit me. Oh, maybe I should have just told you after the pod. That wasn't a pod thing. Erase that.
Oh, well. Dean turns 1 in a little less than a month, actually. He turns 1 August the 2nd. So 3 Mondays from now, we're getting him buttons.
Buttons?
Yeah, little buttons that your dog can hit so that they talk to you outside.
I want to get Killian those buttons.
So yeah, we're going to be teaching him with buttons and stuff.
I want to get kill buttons.
So yeah. So this will be fun,
But I also don't want to get kill buttons because I feel like he's going to use them too much. You ever see the videos when treat, and you be like, no, mad, treat.
At least he'll be able to talk to you. What the hell?
He talks to me now. I know what he's saying all the time. But okay, guys, that's another episode of the BNN Patch. That's not our podcast. Why am I trying to take us out? Great, take us out. This is
why this is my job. Thanks for listening, everybody. And that is the conclusion of another episode of the Bmore Nerdy Podcast. I'm your host, Galaxy Greg. Be sure to follow me on my socials at Galaxy Greg, spelled GA1AXYGR3G. I am on Instagram, Twitter, YouTube, and Twitch. Be sure to follow my Twitch account, especially because I Twitch every Monday and Wednesday, 8 to 10. So, and weekends is varies.
I've been slacking on the Twitch. I'm back. I'm sorry. Yeah. I've been slacking.
Me and he'd been playing a lot of Warframe.
What's that? See? That's how I know I've been slacking. It's okay. You don't have to tell me.
Basically, your space ninja... The lore is super deep, but to explain it simply, you're space ninjas with superpowers, and you kill things.
Bet. I'm in.
All the violence you could ever act for. There's literally missions where it's like, exterminate. Go kill 150 people. And then you can leave.
You get a gun?
Yeah. My gun is actually a small rocket launcher. And it shoots like an assault rifle, but it explodes every bullet. It's blue.
Oh, I'm so down. I want to watch. I'm still gonna watch. Okay.
Yeah, I'm probably gonna stream tonight. But other than that, be sure to follow our boy Niles. He does all of our music. I actually have to hit him up to ask for some 21 Blackjack stuff. See what he can do for us.
Is he in 21 Blackjack?
Maybe if he wants to be. I need to talk to him about
it. Tell Miles to be in it. He has to.
LOL. Okay.
Okay. Hurry up so we can finish because I had an idea.
Okay. Be sure to call him. Be sure to follow him on his socials at Nilitron on Instagram, BeatStars, and what is it? GarageBand? Yeah. I think that's the one. Other than that, that's all I got to say. Diva?
I'm your girl, Diva XOXO. You can follow me on Instagram at always_the_diva. You can also follow me on Facebook. I share a lot of funny stuff there. More so because I'm in a lot of anime groups, so I share a lot of that stuff. on there. It's my real name, so go to my Instagram and then find it from there. I'm not telling you my name.
I already know your name. I'm pretty sure we've said it so many times all year.
Yeah, but we don't say it anymore. So like episode 43, they probably don't know unless they listen. Go back and listen to episode 1. You don't.
I say your regular name. I don't say your full name. It's hard for me to remember to say Diva when I've been saying something else for 23 years.
Yeah, but you want me to call you Greg. I don't call you that. Anyway.
You call me Boop.
I do call you Boop. I call him Boop. Anyway. Thanks for listening. Support 21 Blackjack. It will be coming to you not shortly, in 6 months, but shortly. 6 months will be here before you guys know it.
That reminds me. We're redoing our Kickstarter campaign. The budget amount will be $2,000 this time instead of $10,000. We tried to get the full amount paid for, couldn't achieve it. We got about $1,500 donated to us. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna lower it in however much people decide to donate beyond that. It helps a fuck ton if you want to do that for us. If not, I understand, but remember there are rewards. It will be posted on the Kickstarter. That's all.
Yes, and we really, really would love for you guys to come out and support. And because when this thing comes out, you guys are really going to love it. I know it because it's funny. Greg has been doing, Greg said I need to give him more love, so I will right now. He's been doing such an amazing job with the characters, the storylines. I mean, of course, me and TJ give him a lot of input and push him in the right direction, but he really has taken this thing on as his own, and he's doing an amazing job, and we're loving every second of it. So great job.
Thanks.
No, I truly mean it. Like, guys, every time Greg calls me to talk about it, I get so excited. Like, because he always has so many fun things. And because my girlfriend isn't as interested, I get to give her spoilers now, so I don't have to like hold it into myself. I would never be able to do it. I would literally implode. So I get to tell her like, can you Greg is doing this, and can you know Greg is doing that? And she's just like, she plays happy for me. So she's like, oh my gosh, he's doing.
She does have a kid. She knows how to do that.
She's really good at it. She's really good at making me think that she's excited about what I'm telling her. She's not. But it's okay.
All right. Well, that's the end of our episode. Like she said, support 21 Blackjack. Listen to the pod. Make sure you like, share, rate this 5 stars on Apple Podcast, and follow us on Spotify so you can get the episodes and updates as frequently as possible. Follow us on our socials and follow the pod at Bmore Nerdy on all social media sites. Other than that, we are the Bmore Nerdy Podcast. Remember to be more nerds. Peace.
We out here.